So today I thought it'd be a good idea to talk about the housing market here in San Diego. I know we talk about a lot about living in San Diego, but I never really talk about what the housing market's like here and what to expect when you're trying to buy a home here in San Diego. So first off, we're in the middle of a pandemic here in San Diego. So when this first happened, I expected the market to kind of like just go quiet. And the first month of the pandemic, month and a half, it was really quiet. Nobody was really moving here. But about 2 months in, it went gangbusters. Everybody was trying to buy a home here in San Diego. And the problem is a lot of people didn't really want to sell their home during the pandemic. So there's the supply of homes for sale just wasn't keeping up with the demand for home buying here, which has brought the prices up considerably this year in San Diego. This year over year, it's up about 8% this year in San Diego, and economists are projecting another 8% next year, as the Fed has promised that they're going to keep rates low till about 2023. And as I mentioned, the big reason why the home prices are going a little crazy right now is because of the low interest rates. Right now, interest rates are at 2.8%. In 2020 alone, the interest rates have reached historic lows 9 times.
9 times?
9 times.
9 times. It's actually 11 times, but I really just wanted to use that clip. I've never seen it really below 3%, and now we're at 2.8%, and it could go even lower. See, in 2018, 2019, there was a little period of maybe like 4 or 5 months that interest rates were right around 4.75, 5% or so. And I saw that the prices really leveled out. They weren't going down really, but they weren't going up. So once that rates finally reach, whenever that happens, 4.5%, 5%, that's when you'll probably see the market start to level off or maybe even dip a little bit. Just because prices have gone up so much in the last 5-7 years that it's eventually going to happen. Like, just for an example, you can say you bought a house in 2018 when the interest rates were 5%, bought it at $750,000. Your principal and interest is around $3,200 a month. If you say you bought a house at $850,000, but at 2.8% interest rate, your payment's gonna be right around $2,800. So it's like a $400 difference. So it's $400 cheaper, essentially, on a monthly basis to buy a home today for $100,000 more than it was in 2018, 2019 range. That's a big reason why people are going crazy for homes right now. There's multiple offers on everything. My last 8 buyers, I think, here in San Diego, 7 of them had multiple offers on them, and all but 1 of them had to go over asking price on the home. So if it's priced right, it's probably going to sell very quickly, and it's going to sell with a lot of offers. So just be prepared for that. Another big reason I think the housing market is pretty strong here in San Diego. People can live wherever they want now in the country. Not everyone, but a lot of people who have these remote jobs. I've had a lot of people from like Silicon Valley move down here, New York, New Jersey, Chicago. And if their job allows them to live wherever they want, San Diego is a pretty good place. It's not the cheapest place in the world, obviously, but it's cheaper than like Los Angeles, San Francisco, New York. A lot of those big cities. Another thing I just want to let people know, I'm not the type of guy that's going to convince people to try to buy a home. So I think it is a pretty good time to buy a home if you're willing to stay in your house for 5+ years. If you're looking to be in like a house for 2 to 4 years, I don't think it's a great time to buy, honestly, because I think for the next 2 years the prices probably will go up, but around 2023, when the interest rates finally start to go up and the economy is moving well, I bet you you'll probably see a little flattening of prices, or at least maybe a small decrease in prices. So it depends on your situation. If you're looking for your home for the next 10, 15 years while your kids are growing up, it's a great time to buy with the super low interest rates. It's a good time for most people, but not for everyone. If you're looking for a few tips on how to get your offer accepted here, or where to look for properties, if you're having like a low down payment or FHA or VA and you just can't get any offer accepted because you're in those situations, take a look at properties that just come back on the market. I've seen a lot of people, because of the multiple offer situation, some people I think they finally get the property and then they realize, oh my God, I got the property, and then they back out of the offer because maybe we overpaid if we actually got it. So they're almost surprised that they got it. Usually back on market properties, they're not gonna have 5 offers, 10 offers on it. So you might be able to swoop in and sneak one of those out. Also look for ones that have been on the market over 30 days. Those are also ones that you're not going to obviously be competing over 10, 15 people over. So I just got a buyer in escrow just recently, and the listing agent, it was in a multiple offer situation. I think there was about 5 offers. He sent this whole sheet of things what you should do that he's not suggesting them, but he said, if you really want to get your offer accepted, do, waive appraisals, waive inspections, give your firstborn child away, all these different things. I don't really recommend any of those things unless you have to and you're in the right financial situation to do these things. You know, first time home buyer, trying to waive every inspection under the moon and contingencies, I just don't recommend it. And then another tip I always like to do when you're putting offers on a property is write a letter to the seller. Say, introducing yourself and saying, thank you for entertaining my offer. It helps a little bit. You know, people like to, especially if they've been in the house for a long time, it really helps for them to put a little, you know, name to the offer. And just sometimes it's not all about the money, and sometimes people want to go to someone that can take care of this house and will really appreciate the house the same way that they did. Those are just 3 tips that I always like to look around, especially for people who are having a hard time having an offer accepted. So hopefully that was helpful. I'll try to do this every once in a while, just kind of give you like the pulse of the market here, not just bore you with a bunch of numbers, which I see a lot of people do. So hopefully it's helpful, and if you guys are ever planning on the move to San Diego, I'd love to help you find your next home. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.